All right, so this is another hydroponic setup that I have, and this one I'm actually getting ready to take down because I used an old pool liner, which is fantastic, except it's several years old, and so it now has a leak in it. So I'm asking on Facebook Marketplace, trying to find someone who is throwing out their old pool liner that I could use a chunk of it to redo this. But basically, all this is you have water and nutrients in the bottom, and then this is styrofoam insulation from Lowe's or Home Depot, and you have, these are called net cups. So generally you use, these are clay pebbles. See the red things here? These are clay pebbles, and they're much more porous, and you can use gravel. You can see I have some gravel in here. But gravel makes your cups heavier, so it's not great. Some people recommend using coconut husks, or they call it, it's coconut core or something they call it. But I do not recommend it. I have had a terrible time with it. It plugs up holes and just causes a real mess. Generally, I use this, I should say too, by the way, down in here, so there is water. If I can get this open here, and then there we go. Now we can see under it. There's water. It's not looking great right now, but there also is an aerator down in here, and it pumps and it just makes bubbles in this water, just like you would do in a fish tank. And again, you don't want any light to get in because light will make algae grow. That's why my other ones are wrapped in, it's, you can use the things that you put in your windshield, and that works really well for blocking the sunlight. But I have these little things I put over it to cover every crack so that sun won't get in. And if you have bubbles in there so that it's being oxygenated, mosquitoes will not lay larvae in moving water. So as long as you have a bubbler in there, you won't have mosquitoes either. So that is a good thing. I usually call this my plant nursery. And again, you can see I have this big tent thing over it, and I usually put sheer fabric over it just to filter the light and make it a little less harsh for my plants. But this is usually full of water, and these styrofoam things float on top. And then I plant directly into here. Some people don't. You can buy plants at Home Depot or wherever you want to buy them, and you can literally wash their roots and then put them in here. And this is great. The bottom of this will be completely filled with roots. And a lot of times I will put things in here, like I'll usually put a cucumber plant towards the middle so that it can climb up all these posts. And I might put tomato plants on the corners. And then in between, I will put things like Swiss chard or kale or things like that. If you put things in here like Swiss chard, kale, lettuce, things that don't need to be pollinated, then I would completely enclose this with either a screen or a sheer fabric, and then you don't have to worry about pests like having little caterpillars or the moths, especially on any kind of a cabbage or anything like that. So if it doesn't need to be pollinated, you could enclose it. But those are the styles of setups that I have. Like I said, I've been playing a lot and I still have a lot to learn, but I find it fascinating, and I have grown a lot of food this way. So hope this helps.